housing market right now?
Well, as you know, there are a lot of world events happening right now that are directly affecting our economy. The housing market is strong, but it's definitely a seller's market right now. I've noticed that for the buyers, it's a lot more difficult because, I mean, there's just so many buyers out there right now, and the sellers are just putting their houses up, and it's getting eaten up really quick.
Snatched.
You know, people are buying over asking price. So it's, yeah, I understand like the difficulty for a buyer's position at the moment. So we're just doing our best to help them out.
And in this market, I just did a deal where I helped my client sell his condo and we had to get into another house. This is the craziest market in the history of real estate. Like, the demand is so high, the supply is practically nothing. The competition is fierce. You want to talk about a Shark Tank right now? Let's go. Like, you got to be ready. And so for my client, I do have the 50-year planner. And I said, I want you to write in your 50-year planner, we're going to sell your condo and we're going to get in contract in the same month. Like, it's not going to be months and months and months of searching. Like, I'm going to get your frequency and energy right. And we looked at one place and we got outbid, and like it needed a new roof. And I was like, you shouldn't buy this place, like this all patched up and, you know, all this. And I was like telling him, like, this place needs work. This is going to be more expensive than the purchase price. And it's hard to buy a house that the roof can't certify, you know, like that makes me nervous. I can't sleep at night if my client, you know, has a leaky roof. And we got outbid. And then the next place we went, and, you know, I just called you, as my job is, I have to create relationships with the listing agent, because if I can create a relationship and say, hey, I will work with you. And the listing agent for the deal that we got in contract with just came back from COVID. He got COVID and his like lungs collapsed and he's like, I'm fatigued. And I said, hey,
oh my gosh,
you accept a deal with me, I will carry this whole deal on my back. And I will make sure this is the smoothest transaction. Here's our price. Here's what we can do. And you want to accept my offer, because I'm going to make sure everyone's happy in this transaction. And guess what? We got our offer accepted. And
awesome.
And we searched for about a week. We looked at maybe 20 homes, and boom, boom, bing, boom. But it's mindset. It's mindset. So how is the housing market right now? The market changes all the time. Like you said, world events happen. Most of the time it is going to be a seller's market. Very rarely is it a buyer's market.
It's true. It hasn't been in quite some time. And I want to reiterate, that's why it's so important. So important. I cannot stress this enough, to get pre-approved. If you're not pre-approved, the seller is not even going to consider you. And that's just facts.
You don't even exist if you're not pre-approved. Like,
unfortunately, it's true, because if you're pre-approved, they know that you can actually buy the house. They know that you can afford it. They have no wondering about like whether you're actually going to be able to get a loan, how long it's going to take for, you know, the contract to be completed. They're reassured, you know?
Right. Yeah. You can't even submit an offer without a pre-approval unless you're all cash. And if you're all cash, you just have to submit your proof of funds or like a bank statement and say, hey, here's the cash, here's my offer. And if you don't have the cash, you're going to have to get a loan. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. So how is the housing market right now? It's crazy, but we're still doing deals over here. We're still doing deals, and it's about mindset, and it's about intention, and it's about allowing yourself to have a amazing process and getting the house of your, right?
Right.